Hi everybody, a very warm welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking to one of my students who is presently training in CME Pune. We will basically talk about his journey, how did he get into CME Pune and what was his motivation to join the army. Welcome Akshat.
Thank you, sir.
How are you?
Good, sir.
How is your training going?
Good, sir.
Okay. I'll ask you basic questions. Let it be a very frank interview so that the people who are listening to me, the students who are listening to me, are in fact motivated to join the army.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, what was your motivation to get into the army first?
So the first motivation was that it is a really good place where you can learn things, a good workplace, and the thing is you get to learn new things. With that, you're serving your nation as well.
Okay. Wonderful. So why technical entry and why not NDA?
So the reason behind technical entry is that there are very less people here. So you get opportunities in doing everything. You get to play every sport.
Can you specify what less means?
So it's like we have 90 odd seats here in each course, and then when you go to your cadet training wings, then there are like 30 in each course left. So 90 is divided into 30 into 3.
Okay. So you mean to say that you get to train among the best?
Among the best, and the thing is, you get to learn from people a lot here.
And there are opportunity to do so many things because you're less in number.
Yes, sir.
So students, you must note this. In technical entry, you are there are only 90 seats. Every year there are only 90 seats. So it's one of the premier training institutes. CME is basically CME Pune. Then there is MCME Secunderabad, and then it is Mau as well. Okay, wonderful. And what is the criteria of selection in TES? When you got through in 2019?
When I got through, it was 86% aggregate in physics, chemistry, and maths.
Plus two class.
Okay. And after that, we went for our SSBs.
Okay. Tell me something about your SSB experience and where did you go for your SSB? Can you tell us?
I went to SSB in Kapurthala.
Okay.
So like first day I was a little scared because I saw like 860 people.
860 people reported for
the screening.
Okay.
And after in screening like 50 odd were taken.
मतलब आप कह रहे हैं कि 860 reported first day and out of that 8 more than 800 students were screened out the first day.
Screened out the first day.
See students, the point I want to underscore here is that selection into the army is not tough, but the competition is very tough. Out of 860 people that reported for the selection center, who report selection, around 810 students were eliminated in the first day. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो इंटेलिजेंट नहीं थे, ऐसा नहीं है कि उनकी पर्सनालिटी अच्छी नहीं थी. So army requires overall grooming. So people who were taken in were overall groomed. So after that, what happened?
So after that, we were kept there for like next 4 more days.
Okay.
We had our interviews, GTOs, and the final day, 4 of us were finally got recommended. So
see students who are listening to me, out of 860 students who reported, only 4 got through. So see the level of the competition that is there in the technical entry also. So if you're eyeing for technical entry, if you're eyeing for getting into the army, you got to be very competitive, let me tell you that. Okay, any incident you can tell me about or any questions you got stuck in the SSB interview, personal interview or something?
Sir, one of the questions that we will very often ask you is why you want to join the forces, or what all things you know about forces. So at that time, I guess the main thing is to just tell what you know. There's no point mixing around things, beating the bush.
You mean to say that you cannot bluff?
We cannot
so
bluff.
Whatever you are inside, you should
Just
come out as a...
Yes, sir.
And what if you don't know anything?
Just simply tell I don't know.
Okay, that would carry the day if you simply say that?
Like they asked me what arm I wanted to join. I didn't know much about arms.
Okay.
So I told my interviewing officer, I'll get back to you in the conference.
Okay.
So I still remember that when my conference held, my interviewer asked me again which arm I want to join.
Okay.
And that time I told him, sir, I wanted to join English.
That's a very smart thing. So Akshat was asked a question, he was not aware of the question, he would have got back in the conference. So that was the very good thing to get on to. Okay, so once you got through the SSB, tell me something about, I remember when you came to me for the training, by the way, he's my student, 2019, I trained him. Me and a set of officers we trained him and he got through. So you had, I think you were above 95 kgs when you came to me.
Yes, sir.
So how did we work on it? Can you tell the audience?
Like every morning I used to come here and we used to have PT like for 1.5 hour, and every Sunday me and sir used to go for a run at Sukna Lake.
Yeah.
Like this, we reduced like almost 15-18 kgs in 42 days.
Yes. I made it a point, people who are listening to me, initially Akshat was not of the opinion that he'll be able to reduce the weight or come down to the standards that army required. But we worked very hard, let me tell you. I used to run with him. So, and I motivated him since I'm from the forces, or he believed me, and I knew that consistency would definitely pave the way for him. And that is what he did, and he got the results. But you remember that on the first attempt when we went to Chandi Mandir, you were still not fit.
I was still not fit. I was still 1 kg overweight.
He was 1 kg overweight, and he was again sent back to reduce more, further 2-3 kilos more. And then we again started working hard. So tell me about that journey.
So once we went out, so first we wrote a letter to R&R Delhi.
Yes.
And still we were not confirmed whether we'll get a call or not to come back again. But still we didn't lost hope. We still worked hard. Everything we worked harder this time.
True.
I remember running like 20 odd kilometers every day.
True. Yes. I think we worked on that.
It was really helpful. Like final day once I went to Delhi, I was under that weight category.
Yeah. Excellent. I remember you really worked hard, and let me tell you, not only he worked hard, but he really checked on his diet. That is very, very important. I should underline a point that it is not only the exercises that is going to shed the weight for you. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
The diet is, I think, contributes to 65 to 70% of your weight loss. That is very important. And if you're gunning to join the army and you want to be fit, guys, check your diet. If you are under medical category or your medical category is low, you better start working on it from the word go. Briefly tell me about how's your life in CME in Pune, and when are you getting commissioned finally?
So like I'm getting commissioned on 9 December 2023.
Excellent.
Almost a year left.
Okay.
Another thing in Pune is like they work on every aspect of your life. Like in morning we have a PT and drill.
Mm-hmm.
After that we have academics classes for like 6 long hours.
Okay.
After that we have a games period.
Mm-hmm.
And in games, like for the first month we have our cross country.
Mm-hmm.
Then this time we'll probably playing volleyball and hockey.
Okay.
And after that other more things like we can choose rowing, sailing, horse riding, photography. There are various clubs as well. If someone's good, someone is there who wants to sing, we have a music club.
Wonderful.
If someone feels like he's good in dance, we have a dance club. We also have a photography club, creativity club. The thing is, once you come to CME, students like GCs are less. Because of this, you get chance in everything. We also play tennis, squash. So a cadet here at least knows something of every sport.
Wonderful. That is. He means to say that the all-round personality is developed. So the focus is on the all-round development of the personality. Let me also add the point here that he is pursuing civil engineering in Pune. Am I right?
Yes,
Akshat? Okay, wonderful. And I think the civil engineer has a lot of scope in the army in the times to come. And great. So you're on a term break now?
Yes, sir.
So what are you doing these days?
Like
spending time with the family,
yes,
I believe.
Spending time with my family, but still I'm working on. I go to gym every day. I run every day. Just to maintain that basic level of fitness that is required.
Okay. Before we close this down, I don't want to push you further. You are here on a leave. Just give me 3 things a student should work on to become an army officer.
So first of all, it is to maintain your fitness no matter what.
Okay. Fitness comes on the top, you mean to say?
Yes, sir. And second is be aware of what's happening around you. Read books, read newspapers, read journals.
Okay. Basic thing that I keep telling you students, you have to, if you want to be a complete personality, you got to communicate well. I'm not saying Hindi, English or Punjabi, just communicate well. You should know what is going around you.
And the third most important thing is what people generally don't follow is how to stand in front of a crowd and speak.
Okay, you public speaking.
Public speaking is really
that
important.
Related to communications.
Yes, sir.
And actually I believe that communication can only happen if you have knowledge.
We have knowledge. That's why.
Unless I have knowledge, I'll not be able to speak. So your second point would come in picture.
Yes.
You should read and gather more information.
Because the thing is, the more we know, the more confident are we when we are talking to someone.
Definitely. Great. Akshat, it was nice talking to you. All the best.
Thank you.